Good morning, everybody. It's Jose Franco. I'm walking to work. It's just dropping a little knowledge bombs. Feeling excited. It's a nice, cool, brisk day. It's January. It's the second day following the beginning of the Senate impeachment trial of Donald John Trump. To many, it may seem like something out of the ordinary, but believe it or not, what they're arguing, it's an old argument. It's about vice and virtue. It's about, do you rather be feared or do you rather be loved? Donald Trump is far from virtuous. Donald Trump rather be feared. So at the end of the day, if you're for Donald Trump, you are thinking strategy. If chances are, if you're for what the Democrats have to say, you're thinking virtue or you're being virtuous. But both arguments have strengths. Both arguments have weaknesses. The virtuous strength is just that. There's no higher level. When you're virtuous, you're playing at a higher field. The best example of virtue is Marcus Aurelius, who used to be he was a Caesar. He was the emperor of Rome, and he wrote meditations not so much to teach how men should behave and rule. He did it for himself, for him to rule himself. So that's the strength of virtue. But the downside of virtue is a choice. The majority of us fall short of virtue, myself included, because it's doing the right thing all the time. Even in situations you get the short end of the stick. So that's what goes on with the virtuous argument. But it is a romantic story. But when it comes to building a democracy, it should be the ideal, because if not, everything else leads to chaos. We are the stories we tell ourselves. So democracy is not a foolproof system, but is the best system to choose from the choices that we have. So what Donald Trump is doing is he's testing that argument. He's saying, yeah, America is a country that we got to where we are through genocide, through we were pioneers. We are the product of mercantilists, and it is what it is. It may seem ugly. People may not like it. It doesn't sound good. But when you're a mercantilist, you're working, you're eating, and you're creating jobs. At least you create the illusion, or people have hope of job creation. Whereas Democrats tend to be reactive, and this is my beef with Democrats. They tend to be reactive, and they always have good ideas, but they tend to be reactive. I think that's my appeal to Michael Bloomberg, because this is a person that's proactive. He has proactive approaches. He is a person that, unlike me, avoids talking. And when he does create content, or his company creates content, it's $2,000 a month if you want to use each machine. So that's the difference. So don't get it twisted. Don't get fooled. That's what's happening. So at the end of the day, what we have to decide is, are we thinking about the long run, or are we thinking about the short run? And the best analogy is, if I offer you $50 today or $100 in a year, most people are going to take the $50 today. So the people that are supporting Donald Trump are taking the $50 today. What Michael Bloomberg is proposing is he's offering you $50 in 5 years or $100 in 6 years. Which one are you going to take? So in 6 years, you're going to be like, you know what? If I have to wait 5, I might as well wait 6. So more people are going to go for the $100. So that's the battle. That's what we're going forward. And what happens is there's people aligning to take the 50, and those people make up Trump's inner circle. They make up the Senate. And these are not bad people, but they're just focused more on strategy than integrity. And I don't know what's going to happen. I'm a spectator. I'm a witness to all this. I can tell you what I wish for. I believe in the romantic notion of integrity. I'm hoping that's the case. I think integrity in our democracy strengthens our laws, our systems, the way we're perceived around the world. But who knows? I'm just a kid from the Bronx dropping knowledge bombs on Google. Easy.